toggler. Be a good toggler.
I'm doing my best.
All right. So. Racket number one, Zillow making a whole bunch of news over the last couple weeks. We have an update to our story in San Antonio, Texas that we've been talking about. Zillow is now seeking to sell 7,000 homes for $2.8 billion after they have halted flipping, which was a couple weeks ago. Now, before this article just hit, this is a brand new piece of news that Bloomberg is reporting. We're reading the Bloomberg article off of Yahoo Finance, which we'll link below. There was an insider article earlier this week, or maybe at the end of last week, over the weekend, something like that. Zillow is selling hundreds of homes in places such as Atlanta, Phoenix, and Houston. An insider analysis found almost 2/3 were listed for less than it paid. So then that basically created an uproar. Oh my gosh, Zillow is going to crash the market. They're selling hundreds of homes for less than they paid. That's going to drive down the prices of all these other homes. Now we find out that Zillow is actually seeking to sell the 7,000 homes that they are currently holding for $2.8 billion. I just want to make one thing clear before we get into this, Nicole.
Okay.
Hundreds of homes and thousands of homes are not going to crash this market. We are in need of 5 million homes approximately to meet current buyer demand. So even if they sell 7,000 homes at a loss, which it's not a loss because they overpaid for these homes, go back and watch some of our recent episodes where we talk about this. And I'm going to give you the update in just a second here on San Antonio, Texas, on that overpay. But if they sell these homes at market value, 7,000 homes, regardless of what they paid, this is not going to crash the market. So let's be clear on that. But Nicole, what do you think's going on here? Why are they now choosing to sell all of the homes that they're holding, based off of, stopping the flipping and all of that? Why are they going to sell all this inventory?
I can't even pretend to know. I actually read your feed. So you posted this on your Instagram. Was that last night?
Well, I posted the insider that you and I were texting about recently.
Yes. And there's so many conspiracies. Did you read? You got so many comments. The
comment thread, the conspirators are going like crazy.
I mean,
go over to the Byron Lazine Instagram. You can check out this thread.
I mean, people were throwing shit out there, and then it's funny because I think one you like bit back on. He's like, oh yeah, you're probably right. I just figured. Like, it's like no one even knows what the hell is really going on.
I mean, I wasn't being controversial in this thread, but I'm like,
not at all.
Some of these are so ridiculous. I'm like, yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, there was some crazy stuff. There was a really good comment though, Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Well, first of all, Yitzy. I like Yitzy. Yitzy writes, it's all for IPO purposes. I have no idea what he's talking about. Zillow is already a publicly traded company. It's like, then one lady there's no IPO happening there.
Gave you the definition of it. I mean, the whole thing was, it spiraled into so many different directions.
You got some people saying they deserve it. I don't know what that even means. I mean, listen, they deserve what? All the data that they're collecting off of this? Even if they sell these homes for less than what they paid, they're now A/B testing. Homeowners really react to this offer in this way. And when they come back out to 8 to 12% fees, they're going to have it more redefined. Or like, what ancillary products can we sell based off of all these transactions we're doing? Like, they're not just focused on buying and selling homes like you little realtors out there, us little realtors.
Yeah.
I gotta throw myself in that mix. But
I'll be honest too, Byron. I mean, we're starting to offer out cash offers too. I'm probably going at least once a week, at this point, having conversations with sellers that are looking for an instant offer. So again, it's not a bad idea. I don't think that that's what's necessarily happening here. I think, again, I'm with you. I mean, they're definitely collecting data. I mean, you had said from the very beginning too, that they're, trying to get brand awareness out there, which I'm certain that they are. I mean, I'm on silly board meetings that have nothing to do with real estate, and they're buzzing about the fact that Zillow has paused these purchases.
Listen,
so it's.
You can't get this kind of PR off of a TV commercial. Like, they're getting awareness around the fact that they are willing to buy people's homes direct. Do more homeowners know today that Zillow is willing to buy their home direct than last year?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Absolutely, they do. And so they've really, to your point, brand, or, what we talked about before, the brand awareness, are they building some brand loyalty on the people like my wife's cousin in San Antonio who sold 2 homes direct? By the way, update on that before I forget. The update there is that, okay, so we had 2 homes. If you missed this real word that we talked about this on, 2 homes that they sold directly to Zillow for 1% fees that were $40,000 or $50,000 over all the comps in the neighborhood. Okay. Now, one of those homes is back on the market for exactly what they paid for it. So they only had a 1% fee, but now they're selling it, obviously, with one of their Zillow offer agents. So they're in position here to potentially maybe break even or lose homes, which is in line with what this insider article. Now, I want to go back to my Instagram feed here. One person said tax shelter. I don't know about that. They're still operating at a loss, so I don't think Zillow's worried about paying taxes. But here's one from Jeff Walker. Revenue. Lots of people don't understand revenue is not profit. They're likely doing it for data, which said testing, for how to make money on all the ancillary services. But here's the other part of that he didn't expand on. Revenue. This is a publicly traded company. Their stock, and show the graph from this Bloomberg article. Okay, look at their stock. It went up over 200 in February or March, and it has just been on a downhill slide all the way up until now, where it's trading in the high 90s. I think today it got as low as 92. I've been a buyer. It hit into the 80s about 30 days ago. I was a buyer back in the 80s. I'm a buyer in the low 90s. They are grabbing this $2.8 billion that they have in inventory back on their balance sheet to pop the stock next year. Last week, or whenever we were talking about what is Zillow doing? Why did they, or 2 weeks ago, why did they stop buying homes? They're going to pop the stock again in 2022. Buy the stock right now. They're going to put this money back on the balance sheet, and the stock is going to go up. That's when I saw this, that they're dumping all 7,000 right now for $2.8 billion. This is a portfolio for Zillow. They're not concerned that a few homes in Phoenix are going to sell for less than what they paid. And I say few relative to the market. Okay. Thousands of homes are not a big number. They don't control the market. Okay, guys, this is a very little amount of homes coming onto the market. Now, this is a portfolio to them, $2.8 billion. They lose $100 million on this deal. So what? The data that they collected, the ancillary services that Jeff mentioned in the Instagram comment, all of that means more to them than the money they lost and the information they gain going forward. So it becomes a little bit more clear to me, knowing that they're selling all of them, that this is all about the stock.
Good.
Look at Nicole. She's like Sleepy Joe over there. Did you see? Did you see our president? This is not a political comment, by the way, but did you see him passing out in the? There was some global conference that he was at this week.
No, I didn't.
We'll start calling you Sleepy Nicole.
What are we gonna? We're gonna pop that photo up too.
Yeah, pop that photo up. He's in his mask. I think it was the mask that was causing him to fall
it's
asleep.
like the carbon dioxide. It's like carbon dioxide poisoning.
Yeah, I got your back, Joe. I think it was the mask.
You inhale oxygen and we exhale.
Oh, I think you mean.
Yeah.
Oh well, whatever it is. What?
Hey, see, you have no excuse, Nicole, because you're not wearing a mask. We're just living in a virtual.
No, I'm wearing freaking headphones. I feel like it's just as bad.
We're living in the metaverse right now. Facebook's metaverse.
Oh, Meta. Ugh.
Imagine when we can do a podcast together. We'll be in 2 different states.
Yes.
But we'll be sitting on the couch together.
Ooh, it'll be like what's that? I feel like everybody for Halloween was Star Wars this year. Did you notice that? Yeah, there was lots of it. Yeah, well,
I think that's every year though, probably, right?
But like that, they had those like holograms. It's like a hologram. We'll be like a hologram.
We'll be sitting in a living room or a kitchen together.
Well, it's like, have you seen any of Oprah's podcasts? She does that, like legit. Like it looks like they're together. Like,
she's already in the metaverse.
She's in it. You guys.
I think I saw her do one with Obama like that. Is that true?
I believe it was
up?
Obama. Yeah. I think it was him. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, a lot of presidential talk here.
A lot of presidential talk. Well, because today is
President's Day?
No, it's election day, honey.
Oh, that's right. November 2nd.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
Okay.
election day.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip from The Real World, click here for another one.
Or if you like the full episode, click here.